What is going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. In this video today, I'll be breaking down 7 things that I personally stopped buying, things that I cut out of my budget that I didn't realize I was spending so much money on. Now, this simple tactic has saved me over thousands of dollars a month. I didn't realize I was wasting so much money on things that were purposeless and didn't have any meaning in my life. And you might be spending a lot of money on things that have no meaning. It's just draining your bank account. So don't make these mistakes. Follow along. I will break down 7 things that I stopped wasting money on that allow me to save so much money. Let's get it. So what is going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you've not yet met, it's a pleasure to have you here. Be sure to subscribe and drop a like below if you find value in this video. So guys, I wanted to make this video. It seems like my generation, the people that I've been meeting, never find the importance of saving money. For me, I didn't realize how much money I was wasting on things that were not contributing to my life or my happiness, but I just wanted to spend money. And currently there's so many of us that are just buying things that we don't need, as well as once we get paid, our paycheck comes in, that feeling is incredible. We've earned that money, but we continue to spend it, and we have nothing left over at the end of the month to save or to invest for our future self. So that's exactly what I wanted to break down today. And we can make small changes in our budget and habits that can allow us to save a lot more money and go on offense with your budgeting to go out there and start investing no matter where you are in life. And personally, these things that I cut out of my budget have allowed me to save over thousands of dollars. Now looking back at some of the things that I used to spend my money on, which now reflect bad decisions that I made in the past. Before I jump into items that I no longer buy, I wanted to break down a principle that I continue to live by when I'm buying something or thinking about buying something, and that is the 80-20 principle. Not a lot of us think about this principle when it comes to finance, and that is that 80% of our clothes, the things that we buy, the things that we use on a day-to-day, weekly basis, come from 20% of our closet, 20% of our things that we have. So what is happening to the 80% that is left over? Typically, we are wasting money on that 80%. That is an opportunity cost that we're just throwing away our dollars, which can be deployed to other areas of our finances and personal budget that can make us more money, start new investments that can change our personal finance trajectory. So guys, stick with me here. I'll be breaking down the 7 things that I no longer implement in my personal budget that save me thousands. So guys, the first thing that I cut out of my budget completely and didn't realize how much money I was spending on was expensive clothes and new clothes. The wardrobe on I have right now was actually found at a thrift store, and I didn't realize I was spending around $100 a week, $400 a month on new clothes. And I was going through my wardrobe, I was going through my closet, and I just saw how many shoes were laying there, how many shirts, how many jackets, how many hoodies I just had in my wardrobe. And that was just an unnecessary expense in my life. Not only was I not a fan of buying these expensive brands, but I realized that there was an alternative or better way for me to buy clothes, which not only saved me a lot of money, but made me a lot of money as well. So this jacket I'm wearing right now was found at a thrift store. For me, I run a part-time eBay reselling business. Going to the thrift stores is very common for me. So instead of buying things for customers to resell, sometimes I'll buy things or find things that I really enjoy for myself. So I found that thrifted clothes are a great way to save a lot of money. Now, this might seem like, oh, I cannot wear someone else's clothes, but if you think about it, clothes are clothes. They keep you warm, they have a purpose. So I always find my time buying new clothes at a thrift store. Not only are they marked very affordably, 50% off the retail value, you can find some great clothes that you're gonna wear. Secondly, I continue to wear the same clothes over and over. Similar to the 80-20 rule, there's so many clothes that we just don't wear, so why don't we just limit our wardrobe, have less options, and just save money not having to buy new clothes. It saved me over $400 a month. Can't beat it. So the second thing I stopped and cut out of my budget was subscriptions. Now, the subscription model can just take you down a hole of spending so much money. Think about how many options are out there. Hulu, Peacock, you name it, Disney Plus, Amazon. This could be a serious killer to your personal finances and can prevent you from saving a lot of money. Personally, for me, I kind of got caught up in that trap as well, from Apple Music and just finding ways of streaming. I wanted to be hip, I wanted to be tuned to the newest shows, but only was it wasting my time, it was wasting a lot of money. So I instantly cut those out of my budget. And what I realized is not only did I have more freedom and time, I now have an extra $100, $150 a month that is being saved without subscriptions. And a little side note is, if you can find a family member or someone that's a great friend that has some type of subscription and they hang around you, it might be a best option to see if you can use their account or pay them a reduced fee to get on their account. Find ways to get around it. And it's just a great way to start saving more money, because a lot of us don't understand how much money is being put to these subscriptions, and it can really kill your financial growth if you're just spending money. And truthfully, every expense has the opportunity to be saved. So if you can just cut this small subscription model out of your budget, you can start saving a lot of money. So third is new technology. I see so many people getting caught up in this loophole. Apple, Microsoft, they do an excellent job of marketing their new technology. Now this can be very enticing. You might say, hey, well, maybe I do need a new iPhone. But just to throw it out there, this is the iPhone 8. What I've asked myself and what I've realized is that everything that's new or everything that comes out on the market serves the same function as what I currently have or what you may have. And the thing is, why go make another $120 payment a month? Why go spend $1,200 on a new iPhone if the same features are currently in the same device that you have? So once you understand that I don't need to be marketed to this, I don't need the new iPhone because it's trendy, it's popular. People are gonna say, wow, that's a new iPhone, right? That's a new iPhone 12. You're sick. But once you can understand that, hey, I don't need this, I have exactly what I need, then you're not going to have the temptation, the urge to go out there and buy the new product. And this allows me to appreciate the technology that I have. This allows me to understand that I don't need new tech. I don't need the new iPhone that comes out because I have everything that I currently need. And just buying another one is going to hurt me financially. Buying another one is going to make me have another expense. And if I have something that's paid off, if I have something that I have no debt on and something that I completely own, then why do I need a new one? And that strategy right there has saved me thousands of dollars long term with all these new iPhones coming out after the iPhone 8. So why do I need a new one? It's going to save you a lot of money. Fourth, I didn't realize how much money I was wasting on expensive dinners, cocktails, drinks, going to the bars with my friends. Now, I'm not going to discredit you, especially being 21. I had to enjoy that time. I had to realize that I had to go out with my friends and do some fun things, but I didn't realize I was spending over $100 a night going out from eating, having a few drinks, meeting up with other people. And long term, this can truly hurt your wealth. This can really impact your personal finance and budget. And I realized that I was spending so much money on this. So instead, I realized that, hey, it's not cool to buy a lot of shots or go out and buy all these expensive dinners. And what I did instead was, hang out at home. Find ways to cook for myself or to limit how much I was spending on, cocktails and drinks, and just doing these things smaller scale without a cover charge, without going and having to pay for a server and tip the server and all that. Not to sound very cheap, but truthfully, is this money that you can be used in other ways? And that's exactly what I realized. I cut that out of my budget and I realized that, hey, this is truly helping me. I have more money in my pocket at the end of the week. Now on a Friday or Saturday when it comes, I'm not spending my money at these restaurants or bars, which is a tradition with the friends. But now I'm saving it. Now I have this money sitting in my pocket, which can be deployed to investments and now being saved. And over time, if you're saving $100 a week going to the bars, restaurants, and that's $400 a month, which was huge for me, which allowed me to save, a lot of money looking back on my past decisions. So guys, avoid that if you can, and realize or count how much money you are actually spending every week going into restaurants and bars yourself. You might be pleasantly surprised, unfortunately. Fifth was something a little difficult and a little bit foreign to me. Was I didn't realize I was spending a lot of money on things that I didn't understand and investments I didn't understand. So many of us are drawn to all these guys with Forex, all these guys selling crypto, Bitcoin, all these options to start investing your money and putting your money in places seem to grow for you. I tried and I understood that, hey, for me, I didn't know enough about this stuff. I saw the hype, I tried to follow the hype, I lost money, and there was no point of me continuing to invest in these things, whether if it's a personal product, a fitness product, something that you're seeing on Instagram. Understand that you could be wasting a lot of money on things that, people are backing that you just don't understand or you don't find it being relevant in your life. And that's exactly what I did. I stopped spending my money, or I stopped putting my money in these places where I thought were going to create positive returns on investments, yet they were never coming back that way. So why would I continue to do that? That's what I processed. And so many things are being sold out there. So many of these models and ideas and courses are just put in front of our face to, help us better ourselves, but truthfully, it's hurting our finances, and there's something that we should avoid at all costs. And if you're spending an extra $200 a month on courses or products, or investing your money in places that's not growing, you might want to make changes. And that's exactly what I did. And I just put that money back in my back pocket, and I saw the rewards. I didn't have to worry about these investments, which allowed me to feel a lot lighter in my life and realize that I was not putting my money in places that were not positively impacting me. 6 is something very stunning for me that I stopped spending my money on. Think about it. You wake up in the morning. What's the first thing you want? Of course, breakfast. Of course, ding, 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 coffee. Now, I did some research on this, and it says the average cup of coffee at home is around 16 to 18 cents. So just brew it at your house. This here has saved me so much money. Now, we wake up, we see those friends that just take the Snapchat of their new Dunkin', or they're addicted to the Starbucks coffee. Over time, you can save so much money. If you have the eggs, if you have your breakfast foods at your house, typically a meal for me costs around $3, with cooking eggs, toast, and a glamorous breakfast and coffee too. Yet if you go to a Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, that same meal can cost you around $10 to $12 to $15. So that's something I implemented early on in my life that's allowed me to save a lot of money. Now, we can get addicted, we can get into the routine of driving to the Starbucks on the way to work, or we can get in the routine of, buying these certain meals or having Chipotle every day for lunch. Yet if you just find and prep your food at your house, this has saved me so much money. There's a reason why restaurants are in business, is because they're in a business to make money. And if you can just go out there and shop, spend time prepping your meals for the week, it'll save you so much money. Typically for me, my average food expense is around $40 to $60 a week, with coffee, with breakfast, with lunch, with dinner, and that's all being prepped at my house. Rather, if I were to eat out every meal, it'd be around $600 to $700 a week. Really try to eat at home, save as much money as you can, staying in. This for me has saved thousands of dollars looking back on it, and now I'll treat myself every once in a while, but it's a lot more enjoyable. And lastly is expensive mortgage and rent. For me, being a college student and seeing my friends that are just graduating, getting out of college, I've decided to continue to live at home, and this is probably one of the most financially smart decisions I've ever made. Now, not only do I have no mortgage to pay for, or thankfully no rent, which I really appreciate my parents looking out for me, but the thing is, now I can save so much more money. A lot of our expenses in life go down to our mortgage or rent. But the truth is, some of us get new jobs. Some of us get raises in our careers. And the first thing that we want to do is upgrade our living style. Personally for me, not having to move out, yes, I could personally afford to or want to, but the thing is, I can save so much more money. I can save around an extra $800 to $1,500 a month, not having to pay for a mortgage or pay for rent. And this is something that I think so many of us could just do, yet we're scared to continue to live at our parents' or find cheap alternative ways to live. Or also, we just want to live in a very bougie or expensive place or apartment to feel like we're successful, or to show off to our friends and family that, hey, we're making it, we're crushing it. But truthfully, financially and thinking long term, to save a lot of money, if you could save an extra $1,000, this one principle would be to just lower your rent payment, move in with another person, or just find ways to just live humbly and live cheaper. And that's exactly what I've done, which has saved me so much money. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I just want to wrap this video up for this. Saving money should be a big priority. For us to have things in the future, us to think long term, to have the wealth that we truly want, it comes down to saving money now. Now, today is the best time to start saving. If you seem like you're spending money or wasting money every day, or continuing to have bad financial habits, it's time for a change. Because truthfully, to grow our wealth, we must have the capital to work with. So really, you owe it to you. If you can start saving money, start cutting things out of your life, and stop wasting money on things that we no longer use or just have no meaning in our life, then you can go ahead and get on offense and start saving money that can truly change your life. So guys, I just stress, I pray, and I hope that you can stay strong and save more money every week, and just continue to think consciously of every dollar that you're spending, because you want to change your finances. You want to have this beautiful financial future. And I believe it all comes down to saving money that can allow you to do it. So guys, thank you again for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night, your day. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Love you guys. Peace.